Oh, God. That song's been stuck in my head all day. All right. Take me a shot. Perfect. I better save again. Man. All right. Man. There's something in the back of my throat that just won't get out. Oh, it's gooey. It's like the right amount of gooey and solid. I hate it.
Hello. Need a ride, friend?
It's solid enough for me to feel it. But it's gooey enough to stay where it is. It won't get out.
Hey, friend. What do you want, Marston?
My family. I've done what you asked.
No, you haven't. This is the land of opportunity, and I gave you the opportunity to save your family, and you failed. How could I possibly reward you?
Marston, you're a public menace. We should have had you killed.
I wish you had. But since you didn't, where's my family?
Spare me the noble savage fall in the sword tripe, will you, old boy? It's nauseating. You don't wish to be dead. You're an insignificant creature desperately clinging on to life like the rest of the scum in this town. Yeah, I know it's tough. You like Dutch. He's a charming fellow. He makes sense. He's like one of those nature writers from back east. Only he takes things a tiny little step too far. Rather than just loving the flowers and the animals and the harmony between man and beast, he shoots people in the head for money and disagreeing with them.
He's a goddamn killer.
Now, I'm not a great intellect, but the metaphysical leap from admiring the flower to shooting a man in the head because he doesn't like the flower is a leap too far. So, I know it's easy. You see, me and Archer, we're the bad guys. We enforce the rules. Now, while the rules may not be perfect, they're really not so bad.
Exactly. What's the alternative?
Yeah. See, I'll tell you what the alternative is. It's not complicated. It's about one man and his gun versus another man. Sure, civilization may be dull, but the alternative, Mr. Marston, is hell.
And the way you enforce this civilization, this freedom for men to like or not like flowers, or whatever in God's name you were just talking about, is to kidnap a man's wife and son?
Well, I know there's contradictions. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, as I said, I'm not a great intellect. Now, after the debacle with the army and the bank, we have to put Mr. Vanderlyn to rest ourselves. Will you help us?
Do I have any choice?
Now that you mention it, no.
Then what was that pretty speech in aid of?
I don't rightly know, but it sure felt good saying it.
Shall we, Mr. Marston?
Let's go.
This guy is fucking with him every step of the way.
Keep your finger off that trigger until we get out of Blackwater.
Come quick! Take a look at this thing! Have you seen this? He's got a gun on the back!
I never seen such a thing.
Iron Dragon! That's the devil's working iron!
They told me about these. The Army's been building them in secret.
Oh my God! What kind of automobile is that?
This killing machine of yours seems to be turning a few heads.
Our armed forces have no equal. We have made incredible progress the past few years.
Is that what you
And
call
this
it?
isn't much more than a simple prototype. You should see what they're working on in Virginia. Soon there will be no war we can't win.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Army has made camp a little way outside town. They put word out a large cache of ammunition and food is stored there.
Vanderlyn's gang needs constant supplies, so that should be enough to draw him in.
No mistakes this time. You hear me, Marston?
I thought you were talking to Fordham.
Here they come! Look, they
Oh.
brought the machine gun!
What's the word, Captain?
We spotted one of Dutch's men about an hour ago. I think he took the bait.
Let's get in position then. Have your men ready to run them down if you have to.
Dismiss! Load weapons and get to the sandbags! Move!
Are you ready to finish this, Mr. Marston?
I guess so.
Keep your eyes peeled. Targets on the horizon! Fire at will! Find the bitches!
Oh my god.
Hold him off! Goddamn savages!
Oh, this shit ain't right.
Look, they're running! Move out! Don't let them get away!
Guys, do you mind?
Christ! This thing's a lot bumpier off the road.
It's gonna be a mess if we have to follow them into the woods.
This is insanity! I can hardly hold on!
Just shut up and drive, Fordham! They're hiding behind the rock! Gun them down!
I guess it doesn't have any suspension. I mean, no surprise. You have to figure it out somehow.
What is it with these people?
I don't know, but I think I could convince him with the machine gun that I can't
Don't let
shoot.
him get too close! We should have done this a long time ago! We'll kill every last one of you!
Shooting their own damn car more than I am the enemy. The natives, I mean.
Quick, do something about that wagon!
Oh, there we go.
So much cover!
He's a real one.
Well, Mr. Marston, it seems like your mentor Dutch no longer looks quite so kindly to his student.
That man is insane.
So it seems.
I think we need to get him before sundown.
As you say, Captain. Otherwise, he'll be gone again.
And what if I say no?
Now, before I shoot you myself, let me just point out the obvious. The one person we have left that can appeal to Mr. Vanderlyn is the last person we know who knows him. Your wife.
That won't be necessary. Mr. Ross, Captain, let's go.
Mount up, men. Let's move out.
Yeah, he's really resisting. Even though Dutch portrayed him hard, I mean, it's not exactly easy to just turn on your father figure, you know? Even though it has been close to a decade.
Gonna kill him?
Dutch?
Hey, Vicarious.
Yep, that's what they keep telling me. If you feel like doing it, please be my guest.
This is suicide, if you ask me. My scouts have seen that fort of his. I wanted to wait for more men, but them city boys back there weren't having none of it.
And you answer to them?
Unfortunately, it seems that now we do.
Man, my throat fucks.
They said you was in a gang with this Dutch Vanderlyn.
I was once. A long time ago.
Don't seem like the kind of fella you want to run with. Unless I completely misjudge your character, of course.
When he turned crazy, I left. At least I tried to leave. Till those suits back there came and knocking, threatened to kill my wife and son if I didn't go after them.
Strange times we live in, partner. Strange times. It's a funny business. Army, government men, criminals, with all due respect.
You're telling me?
Too many hands on the tiller, if you ask me. This is how mistakes happen. My boys don't know who's giving the orders no more.
Take it from me, mister. When we get up there, it ain't gonna matter. It'll be every man for himself.
What a strange journey this has been for John. surprised we don't have more, you know, dialogue to fill in all this empty space here. You'd think there'd be more commentary on the development of what the chain of command is and how ridiculous it is that we now follow the orders of two random men from an organization that only just recently came into power. Third-party detective agency / mercenary group suddenly has federal authority. What a long trek this is. Wow, we're really taking the scenic route. The actual, literal scenic route. I get the feeling that maybe we'll beat the campaign today. What is this calm before the storm nonsense? Let's go. It's killing me because I'm kind of stuck at these guys' pace. I don't think I can move ahead of them.
I can't believe Vanderlyn has built himself a fortress.
Whoa!
Damn horse.
Yeah!
You, blow that gate open. Move, soldier.
Go! Get down!
Forward! Move in!
Come on, boys! Everybody move in!
Is that the best you can do? All of them! Keep pushing! I chose a bad spot here! Die, you savages!
Oh, shit. What, I get shot in the head, or did I just get shoot that much?
It's time to kill these motherless bastards!
Just a bunch of women
fellas.
Push forward! Here come more of them!
These come for counters!
Oh shit!
Son of a bitch!
I was in shitty cover.
Come on, boys! Everybody move in!
Move up!
Are you supposed to be outlawed?
Let's go now!
I'm open! Cover me! Come on!
Looks like our business is done here, fellas.
Keep moving!
Greenhorn!
This is the United States Army!
Who's covering me?
I thought you were a killer!
Look out! More of them!
Well, this sure is pleasant.
Bring everything you got!
I think I got my eye back.
Push into the building! Come on, let's finish this!
How would you feel if they remade one? Well, I don't know, man. I'm pretty much over the need for remakes, you know? Unless it's like, you know, like an old PS1 game or a PS2 game. I think PS3 is like my limit now, you know? I just don't see the point. I mean, obviously I do like the game feel of Red Dead 2 more, but I mean, you know, this is alright. I'm just not really negative for it, man. But that said, if I were to get it, well, I mean, I wouldn't exactly complain. Like I said, it could have happened. The rumor was pretty strong.
Now move forward! Marston, come with me.
And they did, like, rebuild all of New Austin, and they were going to make Texas. I mean, the assets were there.
Right, Marston. We'll take 2 men with us. The rest will stay here and take care of the wounded. They'll plant charges at the gate. You and I will provide the cover fire.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Well, I will be back in like a few minutes. I got a phone call that I can't ignore. That I really wish didn't happen right now. And we are back.
Men, blow that gate open. Keep them covered now, Marston. Hold them off! We need time to set the explosives! What you want is mine.
Not bad.
Good lord. I can't see him.
I gotta face Dutch alone.
Looks like it's me and you, John. You should have stayed at home.
You better follow me.
Hellfire!
You'll die a coward, you bastard!
Son of a bitch!
Quiet!
Now what are you gonna do?
Come on, Dutch.
Working for the government, John? After all I taught you, I'm ashamed.
I don't have a choice.
There's always a choice. You're just too blind to see.
They got my family.
Your family? Abigail was any man's wife, John. And Jack, he's another whore's son. Just like you.
Oh, you're just being hurtful now, man.
You're weak. You always were. You never had the stomach for this.
For what? You got no idea what you're killing for.
You never could see what I could see, John. You were too scared. You'll never get me to surrender. You better kill me, John.
If that's how it's gotta be.
Well, come and get it then. Son of a bitch! God damn it! You'll never take me alive, John! It's over, John.
I ain't leaving here without you.
Just like me, John. You can't change who you are.
I ain't like you.
Ah. Dutch, you reminded me of Miss Grimshaw. Man, a lot of this hits differently when you play the second game first. Oh, jeez.
That's where you're wrong.
Yep, John has no choice but to believe in his system now.
Hello again, John.
Hello, Dutch.
We gotta stop meeting like this.
Sure.
I got a plan, John.
You always got a plan, Dutch.
This is a good one.
I don't doubt it.
We can't always fight nature, John. We can't fight change. Can't fight gravity. We can't fight nothing. My whole life, all I ever did was fight.
Then give up, Dutch.
But I can't give up, neither. I can't fight my own nature. That's a paradox, John. You see?
Then I have to shoot you.
When I'm gone, they'll just find another monster. They have to. Because they have to justify their wages.
That's their business.
Our time has passed, John.
And suddenly the world's a different place.
So at the end, you didn't have the guts to shoot.
The man's dead, Ross.
Sure. Can I see your gun? Oh, trust me. It looks better in the report that way.
Where's my family?
Your wife was killed in a prison riot last week. So, I'm only joking, dear boy. They were sent back to that Scrabble ranch of yours in Beecher's Hope. They're quite safe and sound.
They better be.
Thank you, Mr. Marston, for everything. I know this wasn't easy for you, but I have to say, you've done your country proud.
Yeah, exactly. See you around, John. Try to stay out of trouble. Come on, Archer. Let's go find somebody else we can annoy.
Now I know the only compass that I need is the one that leads back to you. And I know the only compass that I need is the one.
Oh, shit!
Leads back to you.
A goddamn bear!
On my feet will call to hold me as I'm close to fall. Away from the home of your arms I stray, off the radar and into harm's way. Now
I'm killing the mood so hard, but I just can't help but get the feeling I'm going the wrong fucking way. Oh, there we are. I am going the right way. That goddamn bear threw me off.
the only compass that I need is the one that leads back to you.
Why is it always raining in this game? No. I'm not meeting my goddamn family in the rain. That's not what's happening. I'm meeting them in broad fucking daylight. With the sun held high just like my head. That's ridiculous. Goddamn rain and darkness. I think I played this game, most of this game in the goddamn dark. No. Give me sunlight. Give me the day. I command you. Sleeping in the wilderness for a fucking week. Was that so fucking hard, game?
Come on!
Down, 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 down.
Abigail! Jack! Anyone here? Anyone home? Oh, darling. I never thought I'd see this day again.
You no good hillbilly piece of shit! I thought you was dead! I thought you was dead, John, huh? Where you been? Where you been?
You know where I've been, darling. You know.
You saw Dutch, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw him.
And Bill?
Yeah, I saw him too.
And you didn't go back to him?
I left that life. Just as you left yours. How'd they treat you?
Yo, I can take care of myself, John. One guard got funny on me one time, but I wasn't so ladylike and he didn't try it again. Or no one else.
How's the boy?
Oh, like you. And like me. Well, he's like a kid growing up without a father.
That ain't fair.
What is fair?
Well, some trees flourish, others die. Some cattle grow strong, others are taken by wolves. Some men are born rich enough and dumb enough to enjoy their lives. Ain't nothing fair, you know that.
We tried to change. I mean, isn't that what you're supposed to do?
We did change. And it's over now. Jack! Jack, come here, boy.
Hello, sir.
Come here. How you been?
Coyotes ate all the chickens and poachers took the cattle. I tried, Father. I tried.
I know you did, son. I know.
Don't you go blaming me, boy. Don't you go blaming me.
I ain't blaming no one, old man, but since you're still alive, there's 4 mouths to feed. And no cattle.
That's a nice way to greet somebody. Why don't I get a warm and tender embrace?
Consider the fact I ain't put a bullet in your embrace, old man. You were supposed to look after the place.
I did. Well, I did my best. Thing is, there was too many of them. I thought you was dead. I wasn't drinking.
Hold your excuses until you figured out which one to use. Jack, go get your bags packed, boy. We got work to do. We're leaving in the morning.
Right to it. You're not even gonna take the day off.
Going?
Well, it's getting kind of dark now, but in the morning we've got to go get ourselves some more cattle. We've got friends at McFarland's ranch. It's over in Hennigan's Stead who can sell us some. Now, Abigail, I hope you learn to cook.
Yes. Didn't I say? Rather than some prison, they actually kept me incarcerated in a cooking school for young ladies.
Why is Uncle so mean and stubborn and crotchety now? Well, on top of being getting older and John being up his ass, I think some of it has to do with the fact that I imagine he's sober now. That's the woman I wake up to every day. Just yeah. I'm a modest farmer now. Finally, I can get back to my life.
Hello, sir.
Are you ready? Let's haul out. Come on. How you feeling, Jack?
I'm feeling fine, sir.
We got a decent ride ahead of us.
I've never been to Hennigan's Stead. How do you know these ranchers?
I met them while I was away. McFarland's are good people. We need folks we can trust right now.
Met them how?
I was sick and they looked after me.
Sick how?
You sure got a lot of questions.
I don't often get a chance to ask them. Was it a gentleman's complaint? What do they call it? The morning drip?
Good God, boy, no! Where do you learn these things?
Uncle told me about it.
Well, he'd know, the dirty old fool. No, I just got weak for a while. Acted foolishly, got in trouble. Guess I was a little out of practice.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't a death wish. Maybe he really just was stupid.
Hey, Pa!
What?
Where were you all that time? Where'd you go?
What'd your mother tell you?
She said it was some kind of important government business.
That's about right. Some people thought I owed them some favor.
Why did they take us away?
They thought it wasn't safe for you here by yourself. Those men harm you?
No, they're okay. Some of them even told me stories. I think I'd like to be a government man one day. Or a politician.
I'd rather you chose an honest profession.
Like you mean?
I know I ain't been the best father, Jack. I made some bad choices. But all that life, it's over now.
You know, if it were any time but now, he probably could have done
Dutch
it.
and Bill? Why you went away?
Who told you that?
I kept hearing people say their names. That's all.
Yeah, I caught up with Bill and Dutch. We had some old business needed settling.
Where are they now?
They're gone, son. We won't be seeing them again.
They were angry at you, weren't they? That's why we had to leave.
They was just good men who turned bad. I'll explain it to you one day.
And what does that make you?
I guess I'm a bad man who tried to be a good father. I don't know. Every man has a right to change. Chance of forgiveness. Ain't that what the good book says?
You've never read me the good book, sir.
Well, I imagine that's what it says.
Jack's not stupid, alright? He's fully aware of your body count, man. He's witnessed some of it firsthand. What are you talking about?
So, you ready to learn about herding cattle?
I've never seen you hurt anything, Pa. Apart from the odd pack of drunks.
McFarland's were good to me, and I helped them out in return. I learned a few things along the way. Wait till you see their ranch, what ours will be one day.
I read in the newspaper that ranching's dead. Soon it'll just be factories and businesses around here.
You shouldn't believe everything you read.
I was thinking, maybe I might be a businessman.
I thought you wanted to be a writer.
Well, I could be both. A rich industrialist who writes novels about the Old West on the side.
You can be whatever you want, son, but for now, let's concentrate on getting some food on the table. Unless you're planning on striking literary gold in the next day or two, that is.
I love their rapport. Their back and forth.
We'll talk later, son. Right now, I need to concentrate on not getting us lost.
You know, it's funny when Jack came to hug John like that. It was so awkward, so hesitant. And it kind of tracks with Red Dead 2. Apparently Jack's like really hesitant to touch people
find Mr. McFarland.
and be touched. And he loves John. It's just he feels like he doesn't want to disappoint him or something.
There's a face I thought I'd never see again. Well, Well, our public servants in Blackwater sent you back on another homicidal errand to protect and save us from Lord only knows what.
Thankfully not, sir. I was hoping you might still be able to sell me some cattle.
My boy, it would be a pleasure. Bonnie's out in the crowd now. She'll be more than happy to help you.
Take care now, Mr. McFarland. Good luck. All right, Jack. You're gonna have an important job.
Well, if it ain't my future son-in-law?
Keep us all moving in the right direction.
Sure, Paul. I can do that, no problem.
And if you see cows straying off, can you help me round them up?
I'll do my best, sir.
Good Lord, do my eyes deceive me? A devil walks among us.
I said I'd be back when this was all over, Miss McFarland. After the barn fire, you remember?
Of course I remember. I just didn't believe a word of it. So, you've come for some cattle?
Yeah, I'm finally starting up my farm again. Or trying to, at least.
You'll be fine. You've been taught well. Come on, then.
Ugh, God, that need to happen.
There you go. Come on. Giddy up.
Time to get these all the way back.
Head for the river, son! Get going! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on!
I'll ride with you until you get them off the ranch.
Good luck, John. Come back and see us sometime.
So, what happened? Last I heard you were headed for some exotic escapade in Mexico.
It's a long story. Too long to tell without a drink in my hand.
Back to the riddles, I see. And Mr. Williamson?
Let's just say Bill and I settled our differences. Come on, let's go! Let's go!
So, is this your boy?
Yeah! Say hello to Miss McFarland, Jack!
Hello?
Ah, the arrogance of youth. He gets a little fur on his lip and he thinks he knows best all of a sudden.
Must take after his father. How's your wife?
She's well, I think. We haven't had much time to talk yet. Whoa!
I like that John never really demands respect from Jack. He more so tries to earn it.
I best get back to Pa.
I mean, obviously
Nice to
do
see
it
you again,
instead.
Miss McFarland. And thanks for everything.
Bonnie, you don't.
All right, Jack. Let's get him through the river. Forward. Easy. No stopping. Let's go. You're doing a good job, son. Just lead them straight up the hill towards home.
Will do, Paul.
Move.
We're
move.
really taking them all the way back to Beecher's.
Come on.
Like, we're really doing this. We're not gonna cut to, oh, suddenly we're there. No, we're doing it, no holds barred, getting them all the way back.
Let's move here, my four-legged friends.
That said, this is kind of nice, though. Yeah, a remake of Red Dead 1, that wouldn't be so bad. But, you know, I'm not exactly clamoring for it. This game's good enough.
Whoa there.
It's just, you know, fans of the game are going to have to pick up the slack in, like, 11 to 10 months. Considering Rockstar's track record of, you know, abandoning shit.
Wait! Slow down! They look like rustlers. I'll deal with this. Stay with the herd, Jack. Stop that!
Unfortunately for them, they ran into John. Ah, crap. Is that you, Bill?
I think that's all of them. Jack! Wait there! I'm coming! You alright? You're not hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I wasn't scared, honest.
Sorry you had to see that, son. Those men won't be stealing from anybody else. Alright, let's round up the stragglers and get moving. Jack, head left up the road towards home.
I know where I'm going, Paul.
You know, if they were to do a remake of 1, there is one feature that I would love added to this game, and it's probably not one you'd expect, but it would be kind of nice. And I'll talk about it when we get to it. I think it's too early to be getting into this. Because what I want is more endgame related.
Whoa, whoa, move, let's go.
To Rockstar's credit, the online is still up. They haven't shut down the servers. I mean, like, what? It's been like over 5 years and they haven't shut down the servers. And the game's in a healthy enough state. The online mode for Red Dead 2 is in a very unique state. It's got enough to fill you up. Like, I certainly know I haven't done everything, that's for sure. And I still have like a lot more to do. Like, that's me like consistently playing it, you know? I like the online mode.
Alright, now lead them into the pit.
But it's also in a state where Rockstar didn't get far enough to where they couldn't put any horrible, egregious monetization stuff. Like, the most you have to deal with is gold. And you can earn that pretty easily. And, even though it would be nice to have more stuff to, you know, more updates and stuff like that, we're not at a point where we're at a ridiculous amount of stuff that breaks the online mode. You know, like how GTA Online has that dumbass rocket bike. Yeah, we're at a point where everyone's pretty much on a neutral playing field. So, honestly, I'm kind of glad Rockstar abandoned Red Dead Online.
Yes, we are.
It's for the best. It really is.
Thanks, Pa.
Make a rancher of you yet.
Oh, Jack. Enjoy that smile while you can, man. I really like how modest this outfit is compared to the bounty hunter outfit. Oh, I ain't done with you, boy.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do? Where's the cat? No.
What's the book, boy?
How's that mustache coming in, kid?
Nothing, sir.
What's it about?
Well, it's an adventure, sir. Set out in the West, and it tells this amazing story of how people killed the savage Redskins, and how this man, this brave man, hunts the man who killed his father.
Glad you're enjoying it.
Really? Was that a synopsis of Red Dead Revolver?
I'd like to learn to track elk. Really big ones in the valley this time of year. We could use the meat.
Well,
I know you'd rather read your adventures. Trust me, this can be very enjoyable in its own way. I suppose maybe it's a little less dramatic. So, let's go, come on. You may get to see me get gored by some massive wild beast. Then you can write a story about that.
very funny, Paul. I've forgotten how funny he was.
Grab your things.
Man, John's so different from the shithead he was in RDR and Red Dead 2. I like how they didn't write him to be like a stereotypical stern. Get up, boy. We gotta herd some cattle. No, it's just like, hey, what you reading there, kid? No, honest, what you reading there? Come on, I want to know you.
Shouldn't we be going?
You never know
Whoa.
when something will
Come
happen.
on, let's go. Come on.
You never know
When you
when
find
something will happen,
you stay
boy.
back and I'll show you how to make a kill.
I'm gonna go in the barn for a bit. You let me know if you see anyone
You sure you're ready
up
for
the
this?
road.
I guess so.
Now the trick to hunting is calm and patience. You gotta think and move like an animal to catch an animal.
A rifle helps, doesn't it?
Elk don't stand still, son.
I wouldn't know. This is the first time you've taken me hunting.
There's lots of things I ain't done with you, but I'm gonna try and make up for that.
What were you doing for 3 years, John? You had at least 2.5 years apiece. Or were you really having that tough a time
ranching.
ranching?
About this.
What do you want me to say, Paul? Give me?
Are you sure you're all right? I mean, I know all that business must have been hard on you.
It wasn't nothing. I'm not a kid anymore.
Well, it won't happen again. It's over. Look, picked up a scent. Come on.
Until the next time, you mean?
There won't be a next time.
Don't make no more promises, Paul. I've heard them all before.
You know, one time I hunted a bear up in tall trees. You never seen a bigger animal in all your life.
I read this story about a girl who was...
Good lord, that was a mission in RDR2.
Them and everything.
Sounds like a tall yarn to me.
Taller than a
The
boy.
bear that almost killed him while he was with Sadie.
Locked up in a dungeon.
I'm just saying. Maybe you spend too much time with your head in those books.
I thought you and Mom wanted me to read.
Look, I see one.
Yeah, I see it.
This one's mine. Stay with me, son. Yeah. Come on. I'll show you how to cut the meat.
I thought he was gonna get away. That was great, Paul.
You just gotta wait for the right shot, not rush it.
Woo! That's a big one.
This meat should fetch a decent price in Manzanita. This is a messy one.
You made that up, John. You made that up. There's no such thing.
Hope you were watching. It'll be your turn next. Go on, Rufus. Sniff us out a couple more.
Go on, Rufus.
Come on.
Thank God nothing happened to
Ready
the dog.
take a shot, Jack?
Of course,
Yeah.
Paul.
Remember, it's all about timing. Wait for your moment. Don't snatch at it.
I know. I saw how you did it.
If you say so. All right. When he finds them, you take the lead. Come on.
Good boy.
Yeah. Let's go.
Find another one, Rufus. Go on, Rufus.
Good boy. Look, they're over there. Yeah. Steady now. That's it, son.
There he is.
Oh, damn. All right.
Let's go.
Naturally, in front of the biggest fucking tree in the world.
That too. Get him.
Saw how I cut the meat, Jack. Now it's your turn.
Whoa.
this works, son. You're a quick learner. Now come on. Let's get this meat over to the trading post at Manzanita.
It'd be wasteful if we did.
Come on!
Come on.
Why would I kill all three of them and not do that, you know? Damn, I almost shot the dog. I thought it was a cougar.
You stink.
Hey, watch it!
What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
Did you see me?
You did good, son.
Can't we shoot some more?
Only kill what you need. We'll go out again soon.
You know, I didn't think I was gonna like it.
I told you you'd have fun, didn't I?
Yeah, Jack wasn't like, so what is it? If you know, once again, if RDR2 is anything to go off of, Jack wasn't apprehensive about hunting. He's apprehensive about leaving his safe space. Because remember, he's at this point, he's still like a very traumatized kid. Who, at this point, still only barely remembers his childhood because it's heavily implied that he suppressed the heck out of it. That he built like major mental defenses as early as like 4 years old.
All right, here we are.
Oh, these are where the crazy butcher people are.
Jack, you wait here. I'll be just a moment.
Or were. What a surreal experience.
I'm
Dear
hauling
sir,
out tomorrow.
hello.
Well, let's see what we can do for you. I hope you enjoy a smooth ride.
Escucha lo que te digo.
You're all set.
Habrá guerra en Europa.
If you say so. To suit any pocket. Thank you. Buena.
Lord knows I need this.
I saw the prettiest girl the other day. She was leaving, unfortunately. Oh well.
Here we are.
I always seem to be running out of ammo, so I might as well while I'm here.
Reyes venció a Allende aquí en Ciparrosa. Van a destruir la economía. ¡Hola! Los patriotas quieren salvarnos de los brujos. ¡Qué disparate!
That should keep me going for a while.
El Allende era un campesino.
All done. Let's head home.
Come on, child.
Oh, howdy there.
Yeah.
How much did you make?
Never you mind. Enough to keep Rufus out of the stewing pot for a couple days.
And what about me? What do I get?
You get to eat, son.
But I did half the work. That isn't fair.
What can I say? I'm another corrupt landowner.
I'll be rich one day, then you'll see.
I sure hope so. And you can look after us when we get old.
What do you mean, get old? You are old.
We ain't old. Uncle's old.
Well, he should be in a museum.
Yeah, preserved in whiskey for the next 1,000 years.
Say what you want about Uncle. He made it to genuine old age somehow.
You enjoy your first hunting trip?
He was great, huh?
Come on, easy up now.
Oh, Paul, that was so much fun. I can't rightly believe it. Just like in the books.
We'll do it again soon. Now get to your chores.
What the hell is he staring at? Bear with me here. I just need to. I need to see the mission list. I got. What the hell? Oh, that's what he's doing. I gotta time something just right. Bear with me, this won't take me that long. I just gotta look something up real quick, that's all. Yeah, we got some. Yeah, we'll be good.
Get up, old man.
I am up.
Get up.
Oh. Oh. There, I'm up. Thank the good Lord you're back. Nothing worse for an old man than sleeping in the warm afternoon sun.
You want a long sleep, Uncle? That can be arranged. It'll cost me less than food.
You always was a hard and nasty man, John Marston.
You always was a useless, conniving thief. And where's them cattle? Did you take them to pasture?
It's coming around to that.
When exactly?
It's easy to pick on the elderly. It's easy, but it ain't dignified.
Come on, old man. Do this together.
John's up his ass, but it ain't without cause.
Whoa there.
Come on. Let's move him out.
Whoa.
Easy. Come on. Let's get him out to pasture.
You know, one thing I wish we could have gotten in the Red Dead Online before it, you know, was abandoned was farmhouses. It would be cool to own a farmhouse, raise cattle and all that, herd them, protect them from other players and other bandits, stuff like that. Red Dead Online's more about, honest to God, it's more about role-playing as a cowboy rather than, you know, playing as a griefer. Heck, you get penalized for griefing.
Come on. Whoa.
Because it's not like they had a system. They had the beginnings of a system in RDR2 with the main campaign. Like, it was just a bunch of daily monotonous tasks, but, you know, that was, you know, what it'd be like, I guess. I mean, I've never been on a farm, but, you know, that's what it is. Daily chores. Grinding all the time, trying to make sure that your livestock stays alive so you can make some money and earn a living on your own sweat. But yeah, they gave you moonshine business. They gave you the ability to crap.
Move on! Move on!
Oh man.
Come on!
No!
Get your livelihood.
Do you want to die?
shouldn't have done this. Honest to God, I wasn't reading the thing. I thought it was just, you know, enemies afoot. Oh, hey, the Wilhelm scream. You get a pass. Enough! Please don't make me rob him. I didn't mean to do this.
You folks okay? I think we're safe. Thank you. I thought we were done for.
Just helping out. Now you take care.
Oh, I guess I accidentally made the right choice. A new Elden Ring game. Well, considering the rumors I've been hearing lately, cherish the times we have. Because if what Sony is thinking about doing may actually pass, well, I'm not a big fan of their current direction.
The hero returned. They don't know how lucky they are.
Shut it, old man. Come on. Let's get this herd moving again.
I think I lost some cattle.
Easy. Come on.
Yeah, there we go.
Come on. Let's go. Move! Come on!
Oh, crap.
Move! Come on, let's go! Let's go!
Ah, I messed up.
Let's move here, my four-legged
Leave
friends!
the rest to me. God damn it. Live enough, will ya?
Slow down!
Steady now, you dumb cows.
Yeah, when I play Red Dead Online, I don't really find myself doing, like... I'll do the bounties and stuff like that, but I like doing the more calm stuff. Like, I find myself hunting a lot more. I find myself searching for secrets. Really getting stuff for the trading company. Yeah, I'll do the odd side mission, but otherwise, I mean, while I will play as an outlaw, I really don't care for it. Oh my god, this fucking thing.
Let's go! Yeah!
Alright, come on.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Stay together, you dumb animals!
I thought we were on a track here. Let's go. Knuckle, you are killing me.
Stop. Let's go!
I'll deal with them stragglers.
Whoa! Whoa!
Come on.
Forward! Whoa there!
Alright, there we go. For the love of God.
That's it.
Come on!
Man, people always want the next thing. I want this, I want that. I want a new Elden Ring game. Guy, we've got a lot of FromSoft stuff to chew on. Maybe you've beaten them all already, but let's just... I mean, look at the catalog, man. If you ever wanted to revisit them, you have more than enough to go on. Let's not chomp at the bits for one. Let's enjoy what we got, you know? Unless it's, you know, a new Legacy of Kain game, in which case, I mean, we have to beg for that to be alive. I mean, it's a miracle we got a remaster. It's crazy that we only got 1 and 2. It's not like Defiance is crazy accessible. I mean, it's on Steam, but, you know, it's a bitch and a half to get running.
You look after the herd. I'll ride back.
No thanks. You got your pound of flesh from me today.
Yeah.
A new Half-Life game? You know, oddly enough, I get the feeling that we will get that game someday. I don't think we need to beg for it. Valve's the kind of company that really wants to wait for, like, the next best new technology. in order to get the next Half-Life game. Like, think about it. The first game was definitely like them just making a game, but they wanted to like innovate for the. I'll deal with you later. Innovate for the what is it? The new way of storytelling, right? And then Half-Life 2, they really liked the detail, the physics engines, the experimenting with new textures, all that stuff. And then we got Half-Life Alyx, which obviously took advantage of the VR stuff. I have that game. I've still yet to play it. So, honest to God, just wait until we hook up computers to our brains. We'll get Half-Life 3. It really is a matter of time. It's just, you know, whether or not we survive to see that time.
What you cooking?
Same thing I've been cooking the past 15 years with the hope of poisoning you.
Ain't working so well.
Not yet.
Be honest, though. Tastes bad enough to kill a man.
I never was much of a cook, but I did try to be a good wife.
And you have been.
Given what we was and what we came from, I think we've gone and done okay. I look at Jack. I look at him and I think we've been blessed. Maybe he can be something more.
He's a good kid. He can be whatever he wants to be. He ain't gonna be no frontier gunslinger killing and running no gang, though. That way's over. Railroads and government and motor cars and everything gone and done away with all that.
And he ain't gonna marry no orphaned working girl running with a bunch of hucksters, neither.
If he meets one like you, I hope he'll marry her.
Stop. For an illiterate gunslinger, you sure know how to make a girl blush. God damn crows! John! You have got to go deal with them. They've broken into the silo again and are eating all the corn out from it.
Of course, my angel.
Wait, get out of there.
All right, all right.
Go on. Scat. Shh.
So, why are we getting all these Beecher's Hope missions? Well, after what could have been the finale, you know, killing your old gang boss. Well, for one, the actual ending, and two, you know, it's kind of nice to see what John fought for. I'll stream it with
How about that
David
stew?
one of these days. Get over here, Jack. We need to bond.
Tensing up.
I'm not.
You are. Your back's tense and it's making the rifle jump. You're holding it wrong. Here, let me show you.
I don't need you to show me, Paul.
I guess not.
You show me and you'll just run off again or something. It's better I teach myself.
I ain't going nowhere.
Whatever you say, Paul.
Don't be like that.
Sorry.
Wolf's been after the herd. Gotta get out there and scare them off. You wanna come with me? Safer with two.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Stay on Rufus now. Come on.
I can shoot. You know that. That's why you gotta treat me like a kid.
It's what fathers do. I'm just trying to look out for you.
You can't just decide to be a father when it suits you. What about the rest of the time?
Come on, Jack. That ain't exactly fair.
1 minute you're telling me to be a man, the next you're telling me I'm just a boy.
It's gonna take a while for things to get back to normal.
Normal? Was it ever normal?
I don't know, but it'll get better, son. I promise. Come on.
You don't know
I'm
Jack.
sorry, Paul.
You don't need to be.
I don't mean to be moody. I'm glad you're home. I really am. It's just every time you go off, well, I worry you're not coming back.
I swear, if it was down to me, I'd never have gone anywhere. Come on.
What was your father like?
I didn't really know him. He died when I was just a boy.
Died of what?
Why do you want to know?
Well, it just sounds like a good story, that's all.
It really ain't. He died in a bar fight. At least, that's what they told me.
Cards or women?
I ain't sure. Probably both. Look, he's on to something.
You can't be tired already.
Follow me!
Are you coming or not? Paul? Find us a wolf, boy!
Well, so much for that stranded dialogue.
Get after him, boy! Whoa there!
Don't give up now. Let's keep moving.
You can find him, Rufus.
Yeah, go on, Rufus.
Look, son! He sniffed him out!
Easy.
Come on!
You thought.
Come on, we can't stop now.
Good work, son! Go on now, Rufus! Find the rest of them!
You can't be tired already.
Let's go!
Let's go.
I am following the dog, same as you.
What do you smell, boy? Come on!
There we go.
That's it, boy! Come on, boy!
God, my nose is itchy like a motherfucker, man. I scratch it, it just immediately goes
That's
off.
a good boy.
And then when I finish that, my ear itches. And when my ear doesn't itch, my eye itches. I'm just a...
Where are they,
I need to
Rufus?
apply some lotion or some shit.
Idiot.
Come!
Uh-oh. Okay, hang on. Hang on.
Let's go!
Hang on while I heroically
Jack.
ambush the animals.
Damn it! We're coming at it!
Take this. Don't give up now. Let's keep moving.
Ooh, what, where, how? That's how.
All right, we should head back now. We got out further than I thought. Go.
There you go. Come on, Paul. How many do we hit?
Whoa there.
Paul, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Were you a murderer?
What?
That place where they held us. Bob shouted at a guard one time, and he yelled that you were a murderer.
Maybe. But I live my life believing there's a difference between killing and murdering.
Not for the person who's dead.
No. And I guess I've been both. That's how it goes. We all do what we have to survive. Sometimes it ain't pretty. And in the end, we pay the price for what we did.
Like those rustlers who attacked our cattle?
Exactly. Look, when I was a kid, things were different. Rules were different, but that's over now.
Whoa.
I mean, you could say, like, Jack did see John kill those guys who followed him.
All we did was kill a few wolves.
But, you know, Jack could easily be like, well, that was self-defense. But
I'm happy
murder
with
is
two
when, you know,
wolves, if you don't mind.
I imagine in this context is dead. Did you ever just go out and just kill someone?
And what about your mom?
Well, I mean, we still come home.
You live in a dream world. It ain't like they tell it in books. And it ain't no way to live life. It was ugly and brutal.
Gee, I was only joking around.
You'll have a farm of your own. You can read and write. Easy.
Easy.
Keep up. Wonder how Charles is doing.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Come on. Hey. You're turned into a decent hunter, son. But try to stay out of trouble. Let's go. So,
You know what? I don't want to do this in the pitch of darkness at night. We'll do it later.
whoa.
Howdy.
I don't think I got to explore this properly last time. There's our savings. Where's my portrait? Where's my damn squirrel? The government took everything. Oh, so Uncle moved in here. Turned this into a storage closet, whereas that was like where I originally bathed and stuff. And Jack, well, he certainly cleared out a lot of the fun little posters I put in there for him.
it, dog.
You gotta like how there's no changing your wardrobe. Actually, is there? There's gotta be, right? No? Huh, I guess not. I am a rancher through and through. No, no, no. Rise with the sun. Come on. Perfect.
Come on.
The elusive Mr. Marston.
Ain't this a beautiful spot?
Sure. What are you doing here?
My accounts. I'm an accountant.
Is that so?
In a way.
What's your name?
You know, it's the darndest thing. I can't remember.
Tell me your damn name and where you know me from.
Well, I know you from Mexico. I know you from back out west. Hell, I know you from all over.
Tell me your name or I won't be responsible for my actions.
Oh, but you will. You will be responsible. This is a fine spot. See you around, cowboy.
Damn you!
Yes, many have.
Man, Trelawney, you come in here with your actual real-world accent, and suddenly people don't recognize you. You scare half the town. Nah, that ain't Trelawney.
What are you looking at, old man?
There's some Mustangs and some such out there beyond that ridge. Wondering if it was worth getting you and going around some of them up.
Fair enough. We're nearly out of money. Ranch is in turmoil. We may not make it through the winter. What could we possibly want with some good quality horses? Come on.
That tone of voice ain't so...
In all fairness, he just spotted them, man.
Pent up and angry like some Blackwater would-be business tycoon with a bad case of hemorrhoids.
I'll give you a bad case of someone just shot me in the head if you don't hurry up.
Shit.
Are you gonna mount up, kid?
Okay.
All right, let's get after him. Yeah! Why you gotta act so biggity all the damn time? What happened to you?
What were you gonna do? Just look at them horses all day?
Well, God forbid I'd do anything around here without checking with His Royal Highness first.
Yeah, you're real good at watching. That's about all you're good for, apart from bending your elbow.
I can't do right for doing wrong. You're an ungrateful bastard, you know. I did my best when you was gone.
Your best is like anybody else's worst.
Come on, I'm getting old. I gotta start taking things easy.
You've been taking things easy for 40 years.
In all fairness, John, he does seem genuinely up there now. This ain't just lumbago.
I see him. Come on. Hold it steady. There you go. You got him now, John.
Calm down now. Almost got you.
Showing who's boss.
Will you shut up? Easy there. You're mine
Lean
now.
into it. Uncork that front, boy.
Steady.
Come on.
Nearly there.
Use your
Whoa there.
You're mine.
There you go. Whoa. Might as well see it
Hubble,
get
you're
us
left.
another
Right
one.
sake.
I've ridden on a horse before. Only once. And it was like on a guided tour. Like, not like just around a farm. We actually went through the wilderness for like I'd say like almost a day. So I definitely got to get to know my horse pretty well.
Come on.
I remember I almost lost control of the damn
Relax
thing.
now. Nearly there.
Careful. That's a feisty one. Don't fall off.
Come on, baby. Calm down.
There you go.
And I remember this one's a little bit
Relax now.
kind of related. I went to one of those open safari zoos, if that's what they're called, where like you get into a rent a van and they give you a bag of food and you can just go around feeding the free range animals. And I remember like the two most memorable animals I dealt with was a zebra and an ostrich, and both nearly took my damn fingers off. The ostrich especially. The ostrich fucking like
I'll take care of her now.
nearly broke my fingers because they snap at your damn at whatever it is that they want, right, with their beaks. And I remember just like my finger feeling all kinds of sore. The zebra, oh, he just bit. He bit with no consideration for the human hand. And in all fairness, I was being a little asshole, messing with him with the food. Not too much, nothing too cruel. I mean, still teasing, but still. He got me back. I never did that again.
Come on. Nearly got you.
Don't fall off. There you go.
Calm it down.
Use your knees, woman. Don't fall off.
Come on now. I'm on the damn thing.
Whoa there.
That's it.
Come on.
Show it who's boss.
Yeah, what's it gonna take?
You got him now, John.
Come on, set another damn thing. Come on.
There you go.
Alright.
Finally.
Oh, don't you start.
Where you going with that horse?
I think that's enough for now. Let's get him back to the ranch. Yeah.
God, that actually made me
That
sick.
weren't half bad for a couple of old reprobates.
I learned a few things while I was away.
Anything you wanted to know, you only had to ask me.
You? What the hell do you know about any of this?
I was a rancher myself back in the day.
Firstly, I don't believe you. And secondly, if you was, why have you been hiding it all these years?
You act like I never do anything. I do plenty.
You're asleep half the day, and the other half you're so drunk you couldn't hit the ground with your hat in 3 throws.
First off, I think he's sober right now.
Fine as cream gravy. It sure will be nice to have some money in our pockets.
Any money we make's going straight back into this ranch, not down your gullet.
Oh, come on. I ain't working for free here.
You ain't working at all. That's the problem, old man.
What about today? And all them cattle I herded? I'm always sucking behind the kid around here.
You got food in your belly, ain't you? A roof over your head?
You're so tight. You get out of bed to turn over so as not to wear out the sheet.
Don't push your luck.
A little bottle wouldn't hurt, though. Something to ease an old man's aches and pains.
This is why they say you should never hire the people you drink with.
You know, I do like that Uncle kind of got a huge glow up in the second game, and that he's kind of a central reason why this whole damn ranch was built. John was just willing to live in the damn shack it came with, but no, he was like, fuck that. Build us a damn ranch.
Make sure there's enough fresh hay. We need to keep them strong.
All right. Damn, a little gratitude wouldn't kill you. Not a bad day's work. How are you, son? Yeah.
My sweet.
John, we got a telegram from some lady friend of yours, a Bonnie something or other. Something you ain't telling me?
Bonnie McFarland. She's a friend. Saved my life when I went after Bill and nearly got myself killed again.
Oh, and now you two's in the habit of sending each other letters. How very nice.
It weren't nothing like that. What's it say?
I don't know. I can't... Well, you know I can't read.
Give it here.
You read that thing out loud?
I ain't hiding nothing. Dear Mr. Marston, stop. Need corn sacks. Stop. Emergency. Stop. Weevils and moths ate entire county supply. Stop. Can you help? Not exactly the most romantic request now, is it?
I guess not. She saved your life, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then you're gonna have to help her and her family out. We've got a plentiful supply of corn sacks over near the silo. About the one thing Uncle didn't manage to have stolen while we was gone.
Okay.
Hurry back, John. And John, what's she like?
You know. A little bit like you, I guess. She's a woman in a man's world.
John, wait!
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I like
Maybe
to do
I
in
should
RDR
meet this
online.
McFarlane woman. What are you waiting for? We better hurry. I don't think I can let you go off again without me.
Fair enough. I'm glad of the company. You only had to ask.
Ask? I was waiting for you to ask me.
I thought you'd want to keep an eye on the boy.
Oh, while you were off cavorting with cowgirls in the next county? I don't think so, John Marston. You only just got home. That Jack has seen enough of me for a lifetime. So, is she married? This Bonnie McFarlane?
No.
What does she look like?
I don't know. Pretty normal, I suppose.
Normal? What? Normal like me?
No. Normal as in 2 eyes, mouth, nose, that kind of normal. Besides, ain't no woman fine as you.
A little flattery. Now we're finally getting somewhere.
If you find yourself in a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging.
Another pearl of wisdom from John Marston. I sure do miss those.
I never took you for the jealous type, Abigail.
I ain't jealous so much as curious.
You heard what she wrote. It's just some corn. She saved my life, and she was decent enough to me, so I owe her this much at least.
How did she save your life anyway?
She found me half dead on the side of the road and took me to the doctor. Most folks would have left me there.
Half dead from what?
Bill didn't take so kindly to me visiting unannounced.
Bill never did like surprises. How was he?
Same as he was when we left. Angry and dumb. Taking his revenge out on the world. People down there was really scared of him.
Of Bill? You gotta be kidding me. He was only frightening if he was afraid of dumb fools.
Bill weren't so bad, but when Dutch went crazy, Bill took it hard.
For a while, we all thought we'd found something right. A better way to live, but it was just a lie. So you saw before they did.
Maybe. But there was still kind of a family.
A family that left you for dead. You knew the truth, John, and they hated you for it.
Where did they take you?
Who?
Those government bastards. Where did they hold you and Jack?
I ain't sure. They kept their eyes covered there and back. Can't have been too far from here, though.
They treat you right?
It ain't the first time I've had a gun to my head, John. You're forgetting your marriage proposal.
Very fun.
No, they learned pretty quick what would happen if they laid a finger on me.
Sons of bitches.
It wasn't them or being there. I didn't care about that. I've been in far worse situations. It was the waiting. I didn't know if he was coming back. We don't have time to stop, John.
Of course I was coming back.
You were only supposed to be gone for a couple of days.
It took longer than I thought. The only thing Bill and Dutch was ever any good at was...
I tried.
You came. Thank you so much. We lost the entire harvest.
Miss McFarland, I'd like you to meet my wife, Abigail.
Oh, ain't you quite the gentleman all of a sudden? It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Marston. Likewise. Thank you for saving my husband's life, and for teaching the miserable goats manners, among other things. I didn't teach him anything. I know better than to try to change a man. You should meet my father. Oh, people can change, Miss McFarland. John and I have to believe that more than anybody.
This is a decent first harvest for you, John. You should be proud. That's good land you got there.
How are you feeling, Mrs. Marston? From what your husband told me, it must have been awful for you. I've been through worse, and I knew he'd be back before too long. He can't cook a meal to save his life.
Abigail, in my darkest hours, when I was most homesick, just the thought of one of your rat meat stews kept me pushing forward.
Well, about as amusing as a weeping saddle sore, ain't he, Miss McFarland? You're gonna start yammering about women's work, John. I'd say you might be in the wrong company. I'd say so, too.
I never felt so outnumbered.
Oh, the dog! Oh, shoot, son. Oh, girl.
Ma'am?
Well, I mean, he's there. Yeah, make no mistake, Bonnie was into John. But John made it clear every time he said Miss McFarlane and not Bonnie.
So that was the famous Bonnie.
That was her, all right.
She's pretty.
She's normal, like I said.
Well, you always wanted to be a rancher. I'd have thought she'd be just your thing. The perfect rancher's wife, if I ever saw one.
I already got a rancher's wife.
I'm only teasing. I like her, and I'm glad she saved your life. Most of the time, anyways.
The McFarlands are good people.
She did blush redder than a shepherd's sunset when she saw you, though.
I have that effect on women.
You've clearly had one too many blows to the head.
You ain't wrong about that, Mrs. Marston.
Good save.
That's quite a ranch they got there.
That'll be us someday. As soon as we get back on our feet.
I don't know, John. How many times can we start again? An outlaw and a working girl. We ain't exactly farmers.
We are now. Forget that life. It's over.
Do you really believe that?
We have to. It's the only way we'll ever have a future.
The life we led, that doesn't go away. It's never over. You think those government men are just gonna leave us alone now?
The old gang's dead. I did what they asked.
And that's it? A life proud, forgiven?
We're back together, ain't we?
Until they decide you owe them something else.
Sometimes I think I was the stupid one for believing I could get out. Maybe Dutch, Bill, and Javier were just being honest with themselves.
You ain't perfect, John, and I sure ain't. But you're better than they are. Than they were.
Maybe we can't change. But we gotta try, for Jack's sake.
Come on, John. Let's keep moving.
Even if we have to start again 100 times. Better than going back to what we were. How's Jack doing?
Angry, upset. He's been through a lot.
I hope he's gonna be all right.
It's gonna take time. For a while, his world was safe. Normal, even. Then it got turned upside down again.
He ain't saying much about it.
I've tried to talk to him, but how do you explain any of this? What do you say when he asks about Uncle Bill and Uncle Dutch?
They were family when he was a little boy.
He hides away in those books ahead.
Wouldn't you? It ain't like the real world's done him many favors. He's just been kidnapped. He grew up with the gang. That's no life for a boy.
We did our best to protect him.
Come on, John. He saw things no boy should see.
Well, now we got a chance to make it right.
Remember Kieran, John? I sure do. Jack sure does. And we know Jack saw it because when the O'Driscolls showed up, he was caught right by the fountain in the front yard where everyone was getting shot at. Ain't no way he missed it.
We did good today, John. I guess I better go fix us something to eat.
My dear sweet child.
John! John!
What is it, old man?
It's Jack. The kid. The kid. Well, I just saw him out in the valley. Seems your tales of hunting got the better of him. He said he was going up to the pass, track down that grizzly that's been seen up there.
Kid can't hunt a grizzly. Thing will eat him alive.
I know. I tried to stop him.
But you're worthless as a lawyer at a lynch. Damn you, old man. This is my son. Anything happens to him, you'll wish it was you that bear attacked.
Uncle ain't fighting, arguing with him on this.
Come on.
I like that. Even in this early when he was written, they made sure that Uncle wasn't like some belligerent grouch, you know? He cares, obviously. It's just, once again, John's a hard ass. To him. Exclusively.
Slow down. Where is he, Rufus? Find Jack, Rufus. What is it, Rufus? Are we close?
I'd like to think that, like, Uncle saw Jack in the distance and was like, oh shit, where's John?
Where's Jack?
I'm too old to be chasing him down. I can't do this. And what do you know? John just so happened to be there. And John, well, he's pissed off. He's taking his anger out on the nearest person, which is unfortunately Uncle.
Easy. Come on, Rufus. Find Jack. Whoa. Hurry, Rufus. Easy. Come on, boy. Where is it? Are you up here, Jack? Jack! Answer me! Faster! Whoa there!
Arthur, you see him anywhere?
Oh, help me!
We'll meet again.
Jack, stay down!
Oh shit! No.
What the hell were you thinking going off on your own? You're just a boy.
No, I'm not. I can skin an elk, break horses.
Come on, let's get you home.
We ain't doing this here, kid.
Come on, now hold tight. You all right?
Yeah, I think so.
You're lucky to be alive, you stupid boy. What'd I tell you about going off by yourself?
I go off by myself plenty. You just don't know about it. You're never around.
So this is my fault? You disobeyed me.
I was trying to prove myself.
Prove what? By getting yourself killed?
You're always telling me I read too many books, that I'm not a real man.
I never said that.
I just thought if I could do something you'd like, maybe you wouldn't go away again.
Son, I ain't going anywhere. And believe me, neither are you for a real long time.
In all fairness, John never really ever told Jack that he wasn't a man, but there were times where he dismissed the books, you know, like there was that one line when he was off to hunt Micah.
I'm sorry, Paul. Please don't be angry.
I ain't angry. I'm disappointed. Don't you ever run off on your own like that again.
All right. I told you I was sorry.
What would have happened if I hadn't come along?
I don't know. I'd probably be dead.
You'd be a pile of bones right now.
What would you care? I'm just a nuisance to you anyway.
That ain't true, Jack. I'd do anything for you. You know that.
I guess there's only room for one hero in this family.
Trust me, son. I ain't no hero. I'm just glad you're safe.
Once again, like, yeah, I mean, he does say things about the books, and clearly he doesn't believe it's good to just stay locked in within those books. I don't think he criticizes the books so much as that that's all you want to do.
You've only been hunting twice.
I'm not a little kid anymore. What were you doing at my age?
Bad things. Things nobody should do. But your mom and me, we didn't have what you had.
Yeah, I know. I should be grateful.
I'm not asking you to be grateful. I'm asking you to do what I say before you get yourself killed.
It's always one set of rules for you and another set for everybody else. You think I don't know what you did back in the old days? I'm not stupid.
You could have fooled me.
You think I didn't sit up and listen to Dutch and Bill telling all those stories? You think I don't know who you are?
It ain't no secret I didn't get these scars falling over in church.
But nobody tells me anything. You and Mom pretend like nothing happened.
We just want a better life for you, son. Now rest. We'll have you home soon.
Yeah, that's the first time he's ever probably really truly talked about it. Which is good, I guess. I mean, unfortunate that he's doing it out of anger, but at least he's finally, like, touching base on it, you know? He clearly remembers Dutch, he clearly remembers Bill. He's got to remember everybody else. What about that one guy who took you fishing one time, kid? What about that one guy who took you fishing and then also helped you pick that necklace, you know? What was his name? Artie? Arnold? Armando? Artesian? Arthritis?
I'm sorry I made you
Arthur, any more donuts?
Don't be too eager to grow up, son. Ain't as much fun as it looks. When you're ready to hunt bears, I'll take you.
Man, look at all I fought for. Look at all that everybody's died for. Look at what Arthur sacrificed his life for, you know? Look at what Charles and Uncle helped build. Look at the family that John earned, you know? Whoops.
Howdy.
Ah, the sun rises on a new day. Wonder what I'll do today. Herd cattle. Go visit the McFarlands again. Go get some new horses, hunt an animal. What will I do with the boy?
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Paul.
Need a hand with that?
No, sir, I got it.
Looks like you have. You know, you're real good with them tools.
Thank you, Paul.
You'll make this land real nice one day. Me and your mother will do our part. By the time your turn comes, hell, this could be the nicest farm in the county.
Maybe, Paul.
Just gotta learn to shoot straight or you'll get yourself eaten by some animal.
Very funny, Paul.
Thank you, son. Soon it'll be quail season. We should have some fun then.
Is there anything you don't like shooting, Paul?
Well, I ain't met the thing yet, but as soon as I do, I'll let you know. You can even put it in one of them books you read.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Today, John Marston stopped shooting.
Now, I ain't no literary man, but I don't think that'll sell. People like shooting in them things.
I think you may be right there, Paul.
So, you ever hear talk about them machines that can make a man fly?
Well, sure, Paul. Everybody knows about that. You know they're gonna be bringing one of those machines around the country next year for a demonstration? One of them machines can turn men into angels.
One of them machines can turn men into angels.
John, come here. John, come here, quick.
Take a look at that.
Jack, go into the house, lock all the doors. Whatever happens, don't come outside. You hear me? Whatever happens.
Okay.
Come here, son. Whatever happens, keep the doors locked and your mother inside. Promise me, son. Promise me.
Who is it, Paul?
It's just some old friends. Me and Uncle take care of it. And you go inside and you keep the doors and the windows locked.
I hear you.
Then run!
Yeah, run, boy.
Well, old man, looks like things is about to get settled once and for all.
So it seems.
You best get that gun ready, old man.
Christ alive! Jesus!
Oh.
Get off our way!
I'm getting up from that!
Back the
Stay
hell
away from my
off.
family!
You ain't Get in there! There'll be more coming!
God,
Get
the last
inside.
two members
I'll
of
keep
the
watch out here.
Vanderlyn gang, or technically the last three.
Come on. Can't stay out here.
What are we gonna do now?
What's wrong? What's happened?
Stay inside, you hear? Like I said, there'll be more coming. I don't know, son. Whatever it is, it ends here. No, I ain't gonna let that happen.
Jesus.
Government crook.
The damn birds.
This is right here. You said this was over. Not bad. I won't let you take him again. Too damn far. I did what you wanted. You gonna pay for this? Right, gentlemen. Hang in there, Uncle. I'm gonna get you out of here safe.
Ain't time, John. I ain't gonna make it off this porch anyhow. You take Jack and Abby. Take them and... Don't worry about me. Just get him out of here.
No! Uncle, please! Oh my God! They killed him!
Come on, son. Ain't nothing we can do for him now. We're leaving the farm. I'll watch from the silo. You two go to the barn. Get the horses ready.
John,
I'll meet you there.
See that glove on that right hand? Oh shit!
Keep your eyes open.
Jack! What the hell are they? Oh.
God damn it! You're doing good, son! Stay down! Nobody moves till I say so!
Oh damn, even Abigail's packing.
Make a run for the barn! Let's go! Move! Now! Quick! Run for it! Alright, you're covered! Now go! Go! I'll kill all you sons of bitches! Ain't your life worth living? Now! Quick! Run for it! Keep your eyes open! I'm proud of you, Jack!
Yeah, keep the positive reassurance coming, John. He needs it.
Alright, you're covered! Now go!
We do not need any mental anything getting in the way today.
Just run off home!
I now have an official body count in the 500s. Abigail, what are you doing?
Hey, come on. Now listen. Jack, Gnarly, get on this horse. Get out of here. Go find a place to hide.
You're coming with us, Paul.
I'll catch up. Keep riding and don't look back. And don't be worried about me, you hear? Now get going.
You stay out of trouble, John.
Ain't no trouble, Abigail. Ain't no trouble. I love you.
I love you.
Now go! Get!
All right. Oh, shit. I almost knocked over my drink. Oh, there we go. I hate to ruin the moment, but something happened. It wouldn't let me shoot. Once again, we used our get out of jail free card for Mr. West fucking Dickens.
Did you hear that? Jack, we have to go back for Pa.
Let's go!
Oh, bury me not on the lone prairie where the coyotes wail and the wind blows free. And when I die, don't bury me 'neath the western sky on the lone prairie.
Only 3 years. Well, look at what everyone fought for.
Let's slow down.
This is so quiet now. Don't mind me, just checking stuff out right now. We'll just go with the regular outfit, I guess. Evidence of him becoming a U.S. Marshal. So that only happened within the span of like 3 years since, so at this point, Jack is 19 years old. Well, I don't know what the military was like back in like 1914, but like, I don't know, is that possible? I don't know, Vicarious, can you give me some, can you elaborate on how he could do this? Within like the short time span given to him? Also, a U.S. Marshal and like a highly decorated member of the newly formed FBI. I mean,
Work your damn nag.
Work your damn nag.
Let's go.
He is pissed off. I will search the country for you.
Yeah.
Likewise, sir.
Yeah. Fast. Yeah.
Oh, I could have sworn I was turning right, not left, but hey, you do whatever you want. Oh, he wasn't talking to me. Sorry. What am I looking for? Actually, hang on. So Vicarious, you're saying, considering at the time there wasn't as many services dedicated to actual services of protection, it wouldn't surprise me if the entry was rather lax. I mean, hell, joining the military was pretty easy. I guess. I mean, this was like, what, during the formative years of the United States? Alright. Hang on, give me a sec. I'm trying to find, Interesting. Okay. All right. There we are. That's pretty cool. That the final canon missions of this game are optional. Because I imagine, like, this is supposed to be Jack hunting for his killer. His killer. You know, give me a sec. My phone's just about to die. I need to get the phone charger for it. I'm very sorry. But we are going to take our time with this, so I'm not that sorry. Vicarious adds to his comment that Jack could have joined the military at the age of 18, completed his training around the time of his mom's death. Yeah, just about the formative years, you could just go in, and as long as you didn't have an active bounty, I'm pretty sure any law enforcement would take any help they could. Yeah, it wasn't exactly like he joined the Marine Corps or anything. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure.
Easy.
Hello, young man.
That would explain how he got to refine the skills he had.
You one of them agents?
Sure, son. Why you ask?
Did you work with a man named Edgar Ross? I have something for him.
Edgar Ross. No, but well knew of him. Fine man if he wanted results. Won himself a chest full of medals. I think he went and retired about a year ago. Last I heard, him and his wife moved out to a cabin on Lake Don Julio. Lucky guy, getting to take it easy. He's fighting crime in this dump, that's for sure.
Thank you for the information, mister.
Still here?
So we're clearly at a crossroads with Jack. Like, this is, at the very least, this is going to be his one outlaw kill that will make him an outlaw. But it's just like, he could possibly get away with it. So one thing I would like to, so we talked about a possible remake. If a remake were to ever come, if they ever did like from a ground up remake, added more features, I think the one thing I would really like to add at the ending, after everything was said and done, if Jack had the option to possibly restore Beecher's Hope. Maybe that would contradict the ending, but it would also kind of add something new for returning players. I don't know. It would be kind of like, alright, well, I could either take on the path of revenge, or I could just full on just restore the ranch and do what my dad wanted. And like, granted, the themes of Red Dead Redemption are no one can ever escape their past, and Jack, it doesn't really follow that in the sense that he doesn't have like a dark past for which he will pay for. In fact, this is the formative time of that. We are making the dark past right now. It's just, if anything, Jack's like a victim of circumstance. Like, he's just the biggest victim of the Van der Linde gang, of the Pinkertons, of just the entire outlaw lifestyle, right? His worst crime was being born to a lady who, at best, occasionally stole for the camp, for the Van der Linde gang. But yeah, maybe if we were to get a remake, it'd be pretty interesting if they snuck in the option, like, alright, let's build up Beecher's Hope and do what John and Arthur would have always wanted, you know? That, and give me the option to find Arthur's grave again. I think we can get up that hill. After all, this is like the what the hell did I do wrong? Anyway, after all, like, this is like a formative time in Jack's life still. This is the crossroads, and while this game only presents the inevitable, like, the credits literally will not roll until you do this. It would be kind of nice if all the sacrifice, all the death, everything was worth it. Worth something in the end, you know? And people will take issue with that. Like, you know, the whole point is that this story is a tragedy. And I agree. If I were given the option between Beecher's Hope, restoring it, and going for the revenge, I think I'd go for the revenge, because that makes a more impactful story. Like, that really sells the whole tragedy of the Van der Linde gang. You know, it's the difference between a traditional U.S. Western story versus a spaghetti Western story. Whereas, like, you know, the U.S. Westerns, like, were all very romantic, very highly romanticized. You were always playing as, like, some good-looking good guy, wearing nice, clean-cut clothes, a white cap, defending the law, defending people. You're always doing something for the greater good. And maybe Jack could get the traditional Western ending. But then you got the spaghetti Western, where everything is just kind of shown in a more cynical light. You know, your Clint Eastwoods. Your guys who are traveling from one place to another as a vagabond, only living off of scheming and scamming people, working for the highest bidder. Maybe you come across a wreckage, and instead of saving people, you find them dead, and you just take what you can because Lord knows you gotta eat. And you're just the ugliest motherfucker. And the people who are around you are even uglier than you are. And the only thing that you can trust is your gun. Now that's what we're going through right now. Yeah, even if we had the Beecher's Hope option, I'd always figure that this would be the more fitting ending. As unfortunate as it is. But yeah, like, Jack, even though he has, like, speaking lines, and he clearly has his own motives and personality, at least when you knew him as a 16-year-old, when he's 19, he's affirmatively a blank slate. You know, aside from the lines that he shouts and stuff like that, and, you know, obviously what we're doing now, in a way, he's like the closest thing to a player avatar that we have, you know? Because Jack, for the most part, is aimless. And it's probably going to be really tough for him to be an outlaw at this time, because he's pretty much past the end of the outlaw, you know? Like, the government's being formally introduced, outlaws are being hunted left and right, you know, industrialization. Jack probably only has, like, maybe a few years at most to live up a fraction of the lifestyle that John and Arthur lived. Because even if he makes it out, like, at the very least, like, I think his best hope would probably be to go into Mexico and just living it out in the chaos there. Like, no matter what, it's bleak for Jack. If he decides to become an outlaw for the rest of his life, I mean, like I said, he only has so much time to do it. And he'll quickly make a name for himself, even if he isn't reaching the heights of the Van der Linde gang, he will still be a wanted man. I mean, you know, it's easy for people to be wanted now. Or he could just have the one kill and live with that for the rest of his life. Like, he will be in probably a long line of list of suspects, but still, you know, he will always be a suspect. People will always look at him. Did you kill this guy? You had the best motive. In one form or another, he'll be hunted. Even if he somehow walks away or buries this, I mean, you know, like... Edgar Ross did make a lot of enemies, but let's face it. Edgar Ross operated within Blackwater, and John Marston operated within, just outside of it. I mean, like, even if it were a long list of names, the Marston family is most likely, I wouldn't say the top 10, but would at least be like, I don't know, the top 20, top 50. Jack's name would come up sooner or later. Oh, hey, that kid who's pissed off, all his family dead, his father explicitly shot by the U.S. Army led by this guy, and he knows how to use a gun, and he's apparently been out causing trouble, and he's apparently met this guy, that guy. I mean, like, that guy who's most likely an agent could probably pick his face out of a crowd. Yeah, he asked about Edgar Ross. We're going to meet his wife. Yeah, she's going to pick us out. Jack's not exactly being subtle here. He is literally going, hey, where have you seen this guy? And then, like, within, like, let's say a day, the guy turns up dead.
Slow down. Good.
I want it to be daytime. Like I said, there's no way out for Jack once he goes through with this. If this were his one and only ever kill, there would always be suspicion. There would always be someone going, did Jack do it? Oh my god, cut it out with the fucking rain already. Ugh. Let's just imagine that Jack's just kind of there. He knows he's close to this guy, and he's probably stewing on it. Do I want to go through with it? Oh, I've made a decision. Yes, I do.
Let's go.
Oh, here's that place Irish almost got me killed at.
How do you do, young man? Just passing.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello, young man.
Hi.
What are you doing out here? Are you out visiting the lake with your family?
No, ma'am. I was looking to deliver a letter to Edgar Ross.
That husband of mine. That bureau just won't get its talons out of him, even though he's retired. Edgar gave them some of the best years of his life. They ought to let him retire in peace. They'll not rest till they've killed him with worry, and he's such a sensitive man. I'm sorry, I shouldn't get so angry. I don't suppose any of this is your fault. There's no need to worry about him nowadays.
Well, where is he?
He and his brother Philip went hunting on the south side of the San Luis River. Be careful crossing over. They were saying it was dangerous.
I sure will, ma'am. And don't worry about a thing. I'm sure your husband will be just fine.
Come on now, young man. You're cluttering up the place. You should be able to grab what you need now.
I think you have the option to kill the wife, but, no. Sorry. I'd like to imagine my Jack, believes in an eye for an eye, but not to that extent. Not if the eyes that are going to be gouged out are someone else's eyes, you know? If anyone's eyes are going to be gouged, it's his. So let's talk about the Red Dead 2 DLC that could have been. The story DLC. So, this is a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt. And I've mentioned this during the Red Dead 2 playthrough, but apparently there was going to be a Sadie Adler DLC where it focused on her probably in her like years either into like her first years as a bounty hunter in Mexico. Maybe she's protecting like a family or something like that, and maybe she finds a purpose. I don't know. That's my speculation. That is pure speculation just from me. Or the more interesting thing is that we see Sadie in her more later years, you know, around the same time that John is, or John would be at this time, around let's say 1915 through 60. And Jack has just become an outlaw. He just killed Edgar Ross, and wouldn't you know it, Jack decided to go to Mexico because that was his best shot at maybe being an outlaw. And who would he run into but Sadie? And maybe Sadie would kind of take Jack under his wing. They'd both be bounty hunters, and some sort of rigmarole would happen that would cause Jack to kind of reevaluate his life. Maybe not give us a pointed direction as to what he's going to do with his life, be an outlaw or maybe give it up, but it certainly would be very formative and give us something to talk about.
Easy.
I was considering whether or not to get involved in that, and I don't think I will. I think I'll save any and all of the additional stuff. I'll stream the additional stuff with Jack, but in a later stream. We're going to close it off today. That said, I'm not done streaming for the night. There's another game that I've been wanting to play for a while now, and I'll start it up after this one. But yeah, it would be kind of interesting to see. I don't know if Charles would be back in the picture. Let's just leave Charles alone. Did he make a family? Did he get a better life for himself? Let's leave that one up in the air. But it would be interesting to see 20 to 21-year-old Jack Marston coming across. I think she'd be in her early to mid 40s Sadie. Maybe a little bit younger, but still. Nah, the wife didn't know. She was purely ignorant. I think, you know, ignoring the optional gun belt that I'm wearing, I can imagine that Jack looks rather unassuming. He's not exactly wearing the most intimidating thing. I mean, after all, he is wearing, what is it, a white t-shirt, bright red borderline pink bandana, tan to yellowish jacket. I mean, you know, John wore all kinds of, whereas John wore all kinds of, like, intimidating grays and all that, Jack's kind of taking Arthur's approach. Where, like, he's dressing just like a normal rancher or something like that. Intimidating in the moment, but for the most part, very unassuming on the everyday. Yeah, no, there's no way she knew. To her, Jack's just a simple errand boy. With a gun. Because it's still the Wild West. The tail end of the Wild West, but still the Wild West nonetheless. Yeah, technically we are in Mexico, so Jack meeting up with Sadie at this point? It could even happen like right after he killed Edgar Ross, you know? And maybe it would wreck the original ending, but I don't know, it'd still be kind of interesting. I know it's sometimes cool to leave things unsaid and leave things up for speculation. It allows us for a story to be talked about, but I imagine, like, with the writers hitting their stride with the story, they could easily make some damn good lemonade out of the material they were writing up at the time.
What brings you out this way?
Hey there, mister. How's the hunting?
Pretty good, son. Got me a few rabbits, coyote, elk. Still looking for some trophies for the parlor.
I've got a letter here for Edgar Ross. You know him? I heard he was down in these parts with his wife.
I know him. He's my brother. Gone down river, duck hunt. Must be a pretty important letter to have come all this way.
Oh, yes, sir. Real important. I'll be on my way home as soon as I deliver this message.
Best be off then. Just don't get on his bad side. He's got a filthy temper.
Jack ain't being subtle at all. If he does this,
I thought this letter was important.
there's no way he's gonna get away with it.
I'd go now if I was you.
Come on! Come on!
Excuse me. You Edgar Ross?
Do I know you?
Forgive me for startling you, sir. I have a message for you. My name is Jack Marston. You knew my father.
I see. I remember your father.
I've come for you, Ross.
And you, boy, have sure shit found.
You killed my father.
Your father killed himself with the life he lived.
You killed him. I saw you.
You keep saying that.
You sent him to do your dirty work. Then you shot him like a dog.
And I'll shoot you like one too, you little piece of trash. Now get out of here before I kill you as well.
I ain't going nowhere, old man.
The end. Yeah. Can you tell I haven't gotten the hang of it yet? I sure as shit can't. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. I gotta make my way all the way back there. Shit. Oh, man. I suck.
Work your damn nag!
Oh, fuck it. I need some practice.
You're nothing but a gringo cobarde. You gonna do something? Baboso? Hijo de puta! Hoy vas a morir igual que los demás.
I can't wait to kill you.
I need this. We can't have me making the trip all the way over again. Alright, so what is it? You okay. I'm such an asshole, I swear. To draw your gun, use LT.
Would you look at that?
Alright, done. Alright, maybe I'll get it right this time. God. Oh my god. Let's just pretend all this didn't happen, you know? Let's just pretend that I did do it, you know? Damn it. I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the YouTube player and I'm just gonna cut, like after I go, ha, the end, I'm gonna cut to me like, just immediately cut to me like killing Edgar Ross. And that'll be our ending. Cause fuck it, you know, we don't need all this dead air.
Excuse me. You Edgar Ross?
Huh? What am I doing wrong here? I did it just like how I did before. What am I doing wrong here? Damn it. Okay.
Careful, ma'am.
Come on! Come on! Whoa! Whoa, easy.
Oh, does it absolutely need to be a headshot? Okay. Okay, alright, I'm gonna do this. Okay, it's gonna be a headshot, and if I fail, at least I saved here, so I'll just load it here and I won't have to travel nearly as much.
Come on, fast!
Good lord. Alright, watch this, kids. Third time's a charm.
Excuse me. You Edgar Ross?
What, you again? Can't miss a headshot if they're all headshots. Oh man, that sucked. Woo! Yeehaw! Alright, I'm gonna let the credits go, and then I'm gonna call it. Once again, I'm gonna do another game after this, but final thoughts on this game. Once again, it's got that Rockstar rough edge to it, you know. And I'm not talking about just the presentation and the characters and the story and all that. I mean, like, in terms of that infamous feel that Rockstar games had, even at this time. But it is still a very good game. It is, like, the story in this game, and granted, this is the first game, so it's not fair to compare it to its sequel. But, because, like, compared to Red Dead Revolver, this is a far more fleshed out story, you know. And we'll play Red Dead Revolver one of these days. And Undead Nightmare, we'll get to it. I think maybe I'll save that for Halloween or something. It may have been a fair duel, but remember the life of the outlaw, Vicarious, like it's coming to it came to an end. So it'd be very, and plus he was a respected and decorated FBI agent. Okay, it wouldn't take much for someone from a government level to come snooping around. All right, but anyway, story is very good. Gameplay is not my favorite, but it's competent. Like, if you were to play Grand Theft Auto 4 and then move on to this, it's a stark improvement. I think the struggle is once again, I played Red Dead 2 first, and then I moved on to this game. So there was some adjustment to do. Horseplay is very stiff. There's no other way to explain it. It doesn't turn as much as you'd like it to, you know? Some of the physics for the carriages were kind of off. Like, it didn't feel like you were, like, the rope, like, okay, so let's say, like, the tassels that attach the horse to your carriage. It felt like, imagine, like, you're carrying, like, a spoon at its edge, and then you try to turn with that, you know? Instead of, like, the object swerving around, it's being dragged on by a stick, and it's like it's being picked up. I don't know, that's like the best way I can describe it. Either way, it's not natural, it's not intuitive. You kind of have to compensate for the game a little bit. Characters are good. I didn't have nearly as much to say. It's pretty non-stop too, so like, whereas like Red Dead 2 took me like, I don't know, I think like just over, like well into a dozen hour-long streams. Like I think I did like 2 to 4 to 5 hours. With this game, I was able to get it done in like 4, so it's a far shorter game. It's like, if you beeline it to the objectives, it's like probably, let's say, like maybe a third or a half to get the sequence length. John Marston is definitely an in-depth character. Dutch is fascinating, even with like the limited amount you get when you start with this game. Same with Bill, Javier, but it's still a very intriguing world. It's more so, it doesn't explore the Vanderlyn gang so much as it explores the the plight of John Marston himself, and also just the outlaw becoming extinct. But more so on John. Yeah, Rockstar San Diego definitely wanted to make the... If there was ever going to be the cowboy game, the Wild West game, and there are plenty of others. I like Gun, Call of Juarez. Some people complain about that one, but I hear some people like it. Even the original Red Dead Revolver. Like, if you were to pick the de facto Wild West game before Red Dead 2, this would be the close second. At the time, this was it. And you know what? It's great that it's on PC now. Like, I'm glad that I can easily say that at time of recording, the PC port plays competently enough, and should, once people like start supporting it through their own means. Because this was exclusively on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 for like the longest time, up until just a couple months ago at time of recording. So, this was definitely like one of the big asks for Rockstar to port. And now that's finally been fulfilled, and the story of Red Dead is more accessible now than ever. Except Red Dead Revolver, but then again, like Red Dead Revolver kind of exists in its own little world, both literally and figuratively. I can say that this is definitely a game you should play, especially if you... So, if you start with this is definitely like a good game to get you into the Red Dead series. If you start with 2, this is definitely like the game to conclude the story with, you know? Like either way, no matter how you start the series, Red Dead 1, Red Dead 2, you can't lose. So do whatever you want. I don't really have much else to say. Like I said, very good game. The port is not perfect. I did see a comparison between like the console graphics and the PC graphics, and they're not perfect. Like, once again, I think this is like a 6th gen game. Like I said, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, being ported onto, like, man, like, I think like 12 to 10 to 12, maybe 15 years after the fact. Like, it came out in the mid to late 2000s. 2008, I think. Even then, I'm not that sure, but either way, a long time for it to finally make its way to PC. So obviously there's going to be some foibles. But the foibles didn't bother me so much. So, it's an acceptable port. But the thing is like, you can definitely feel that it's already on the teetering edge of breaking down. So that's why I'm saying, like, get ready, because, like, pretty soon it feels like the technology is going to pass this... as technology constantly begins to improve, this game will no doubt be passed over sooner rather than later. So be prepared to rely on other people, if you're not tech savvy yourself, to keep this game afloat, like they did with San Andreas, Vice City, Grand Theft Auto 3, 4, you name it. Because Rockstar sure as shit ain't going to help you. Alright, so that's all for my thoughts. Very good game. I recommend it. I strongly recommend it. Either as the beginning or the end of your Red Dead Redemption experience. I'm gonna, because it's still kind of, I got some time before I want to sleep, and I've honestly got nothing better to do right now tonight. I'm gonna move on to another game, so I'm gonna start up another stream here pretty soon. Next game I'm gonna play is the Mad Max game, because I've been thinking about that a lot lately. That one's more of a checklist game, but we'll get into that once we get into it. I wish David were more into these kind of games, because it would be kind of cool to talk about this with him. I felt like I came into this more wanting to analyze and discuss rather than, you know, talk shit and have fun. I mean, I had fun, but you know what I mean. Like, especially Red Dead 2, there's a lot to chew on. But Red Dead, I'd say whereas, like, Red Dead 2 is, like, a full main course steak dinner, this is, like, a really good hamburger. You know, it's not high-end, but it's, like, not fast food either. It's a really good gourmet hamburger. And it's got a bunch of stuff to it, but it's not going to compare to that incredible steak that came with, like, Thanksgiving-style mashed potatoes and all that stuff. Like, yeah. Actually, Vicarious, I did talk it over with David. He really does not care to play Red Dead 2. I remember when he thought we were going to one time. I think it was Dead Rising. I asked, like, hey, can we play Dead Rising? And he thought it was going to be Red Dead. And he was down for it, but trust me, like, especially Red Dead 2, the game has way too much downtime. He would have been ready to drop it in a heartbeat. I think I know what David's about. He likes stuff to be consistent. If anything, I think he'd be more into this game. Because I'd be going from, like, you know, mission to mission to mission pretty fast. All right, I'm gonna let the credits roll, and then I'm gonna call it. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for sticking with me all this time. If you've watched the whole thing through, David, if you're watching this, I hope this kind of gives you some incentive to try it out yourself. That's it. Have a nice night, or join me later. Do whatever you want. Virtua Fighter's coming back? What the fuck? Hell yeah. Ooh, that's a fine-ass logo, too. Shit. We were originally going to make a character called Siba.
shit, is it done? Oh.
No open casket for you.